All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
We have this man who have been locked up in prison for a very long time. And many things have been saying. Many people are talking rubbish all around about this man. Who is this man we are talking about? That is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Nigeria. A man who woke up one day to fight freedom for his own peoples. And many people says, look, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is trying to bring separation. Lot of people are talking rubbish. You know, one thing you must understand, there are some things that must be done before freedom will be released to Africans. We must deal with ourselves. And this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu start to do, because you must start with your own home. We have this problem in Nigeria for a very long time, and this man have been kept in prison for a very long time without no evidence, without no good reason of keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison. The Nigerian government that is saying that they are keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison. They are taking him to court. I joined the court. No, today. No, tomorrow. No, I joined court. No, today court. Tomorrow court. I joined court. When we ask Nigerian government the question, why are they keeping this man? Why are they taking him to court? What are the reasons? They have no reason. They have no tangible evidence to show. This is the reason we are keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison, or this is the reason we are taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. What are the reasons? They said he is a criminal, he is a terrorist. Come on, the terrorists we have in Nigeria are still alive and unaliving innocent citizens in Nigeria each and every day. The government and their own and their servicemen can't do nothing about those terrorists.
Alright, popular Gambian soldier and Pan-Africanist PANDI MAICA, one of my of this particular guy, one man who to go this guy now protect the Koku Basataro Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the illegal detention that's been going on and the court issues. Yesterday, he put a live in a particular program on his verified Facebook page, where he actually made a video of about an hour plus. If only you put that live program throughout to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, the topic of the program is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He spoke a whole lot of things in that video that you will not want to miss. He sent heavy messages to the Nigerian government. He opened this particular video in the region to get away. Thank God gradually, people are beginning to be concerned about this illegality happening around Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's issue with the Nigerian government. So I want you guys to watch the video from beginning to the end. In this program he did yesterday. The video is long, but I was able to trim it to some length. I say come with this particular video. Share your thoughts and opinion after watching the video, and also do well to share the video. Can do as always to write with fear. Enjoy the rest of the videos. I will be right back.
They have no reason. They have no tangible evidence to show. This is the reason we are keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in prison, or this is the reason we are taking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. What are the reasons? They said he is a criminal, he is a terrorist. Come on, the terrorists we have in Nigeria are still alive and unaliving innocent citizens in Nigeria each and every day. The government and their own and their servicemen can't do nothing about those terrorists. Not long ago, a young girl in Nigeria called Aisha was kidnapped. And the kidnappers were publicly asking for ransom. What did the government do about it? What did Nigerian government did about that? The Nigerian police officers, the Nigerian militaries, what have you done about that? That, of course, the ransom have to be paid for the girl to be released. And the terrorists are there enjoying the ransom money. The kidnappers. This is what I said. Nigerian government is meant to make a deal with the terrorists and the kidnappers, but not to make a deal with freedom fighters to free the entire nation. It's a pity to have a government like Nigerian government. It's a pity to have these evil men ruling a country like Nigeria that have been called the giant of Africa, not today. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wake up and says, I want Biafra to be separate from Nigeria. We want our own government. Many people say it is a separation. He is trying to separate Africa. He is trying to separate Nigeria. That is a separation. You don't understand one thing about freedom. As it is now, at its stand, Nigeria is in the hand of the Westerners. Westerners are the one ruling Nigeria. And if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu successfully took Biafra from the hand of the Westerners, because Nigeria is no more for Nigerians. If you are a Nigerian, you understand what I am saying, you understand. If you don't understand, you will not understand. But Nigeria is our country. Not only those who are in Nigeria, or not only those who are in the possession of Nigerian passport. I want to tell you that Nigeria is our country. As far as you are an African, Nigeria is your country. There is a reason why I'm saying this. You see that Nigeria doesn't belong to only Nigerian citizens. It belongs to all of we the Africans. If Nigeria have a problem, we have a problem. Forget about the little petty problem citizens will have. We don't care about that. But the man who has sense will understand the standard of Nigeria yesterday and the standard of Nigeria today toward Africa. It is not today. We think about tomorrow or yesterday. And that Nigeria have been collected from the Africans, from the hands of Africans, and that Nigeria have been given to the West. Nigeria have been sold to the West. The simple fact that most of the Nigerians who are fighting against Masin Nnamdi Kanu, saying that he is trying to separate Biafra, he is trying to separate Biafra from Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't belong to Nigerians. Nigeria have been sold to the Westerners, and it's a Westerners company. Nigeria is a Western company that produce oil, that produce gas for the Westerners, that produce a lot of money for the Westerners. You will not understand this. There are thousands, millions of Nigerians who will not understand this, that country have been sold to the Westerners, and the Westerners are benefiting, working on that country as a company. They don't even invest. It's their own company. No need for them to invest. They will get benefit from that country. They said Nigeria have a government. So if you want to separate Biafra, the problem we have, I know if Biafra people are watching me, I will tell you this today. The problem we have is your own peoples. Who you think, you know, this is why I don't believe peoples. Masin Nnamdi Kanu own peoples are the peoples pressuring the government, working with the government to keep him in prison. We understand. You know, nobody is your enemy. Your own peoples, your enemy. Your biggest enemy came from your own peoples. Your biggest enemies, who you think they will not do that to you, they came from your own peoples. Masin Nnamdi Kanu biggest enemies who are working hand in hand with the government today to keep him in that position. Do you know these people? Do you think these people don't know what Masin Nnamdi Kanu stands for and what he is capable of? They know what he is capable of. They know he will be successful. There are so many people who are saying we are freedom fighters. Nobody arrests them. Who arrests them? Nobody. Do you know why? They know those people can't act. They can't do anything. Or if they know you can do something, if they know you are capable of doing something, they will come for you no matter how. They will come for you. And if they come for you, let me tell you one thing. A true freedom fighter, if you are arrested, if you don't die in prison, then you will not be released until they see your white hair going down. That's the time they will release you. Because at that time, they will understand that you can't do nothing. You have no power anymore. You are too old. That's the time they will release you. Or you die in prison. If you are lucky, they will release you when you have 80 years. 90 years. If you even have 90 years. And this is same plan towards Masin Nnamdi Kanu, his own peoples are telling the government to keep him in prison. His own peoples. Igbo people, stop the wickedness. The Igbo businessmen, the Igbo governors, stop the wickedness. You are doing self-wickedness because you people understand what Masin Nnamdi Kanu stand for. If he free Igbo peoples and Biafra stand on its own, all those governors and all those rich men in Igbo who are stealing from Igbo land will not steal again. And those are the peoples today against Masin Nnamdi Kanu in secret, running under, working with the government, working with the security guard to keep Masin Nnamdi Kanu there, never to release him. Because if they release Masin Nnamdi Kanu, and Masin Nnamdi Kanu will successfully take Biafra from Nigeria, and Biafra will have his own government. And when that happens, all those Igbo businessmen who are scamming their fellow Igbo men in Igbo land, all those Igbo governors who are stealing from Igbo peoples in Igbo land, they will no more steal. And those are the peoples who are praying Masin Nnamdi Kanu never to come out. They are the peoples working hand in hand with the government. Do you know what they are doing to keep this man there? Do you know how much people are willing to pay to make sure that Masin Nnamdi Kanu remains there? There's a group of people because they are benefiting, they are criminals, they are terrorists. They know when this man came out, all those stealing they are doing will stop. All those nonsense. The Igbo governor is among peoples who are working hand in hand with the government to make sure that Masin Nnamdi Kanu never come out. Igbo peoples in your land, your governor is your problem. Your rich men are your problems. All those rich Igbo peoples who are stealing from Igbo land, they are your problems. They are the one working with the government to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu there. Look, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not someone who you will say, okay, let's forget about him. Last time, this is what I said to a lot of the freedom fighters when we have an organization. This is what I said. I said every Pan-African who call themselves they are fighting for Africa, whoever came out to talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or do we like the condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today? We have Professor Lumumba on the table. We have Julius Malema on the table. And we all proud that we are fighting for Africa, but we see our fellow African man and our fellow Pan-African who have been kidnapped. I will not say who have been arrested because he didn't commit any crime to be arrested. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't commit any single crime to be arrested. Look, we call ourselves Pan-Africans. We fight for Africa. But our fellow man who woke up and made the action to free his own peoples have been locked up. How many Pan-African came out and suggest that our organization should provide freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If Pan-Africans have an organization, why don't that organization stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That organization have the power to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Professor Lumumba is there, South in Africa must be free. And Professor Lumumba will not tell me that he have not heard about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He have heard a lot about. But this is the problem of Africa. I will tell you, we the Pan-Africans. You must understand that from today, Africans. I am the one who will stand here and tell you this. Because I face a lot of it. We are Pan-Africans. We call ourselves Pan-Africans and we are not united. Do you know that we hate each other more than any other person? I will tell you that from today. To see a Pan-African who will not have hatred in his heart, it's not easy to see. We have Julius Malema. Julius Malema will not tell me that he didn't heard about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have the Pan-African organization in Africa. We have the Pan-African organization. All we the Pan-Africans, we know it. But the organization refused to stand for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And all of us in that organization, we know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter. Not a criminal, not a terrorist. And all of us know that he has been arrested for no reason by his own government. All because they just want to break down the chain that he wants to build. And none of those in that Pan-African organization stood up to say, look, our organization must stand for this man and free him. How many Pan-African do we have there? How many Pan-African? I will not leave anybody behind. They know me. I don't have time for them. But the fact is, everybody wants to be the head in Pan-Africanism. Everybody wants all Africans to listen to only you. Julius Malema wants Africans to be proud of only him. Professor Lumumba wants Africans to be listening to only him. That's why when their own fellow Pan-African go to prison, none of them will walk out to free that man because they pray that man remain in prison so that they will be the only Pan-African on the table. It is not possible. If you want Africa to be free, your intention should not be that only you will be the Pan-African. You should pray to have millions of Africans like you as a real Pan-African. That's what should be your own intention. Because only you can free Africa. One Pan-African can free Africa. It's not possible for only one Pan-African to free that Africa. If you want that Africa to be free and you are a Pan-African, your intention should be to see millions of Africans like you, greater like you, or even greater than you. This is what I always pray for. To see thousands, millions of Africans who will be better than me, educated than me, greater than me, stronger than me. We can't do it alone. If you add me, add Professor Lumumba, add Julius Malema, we can't free Africa. Let us open our hearts to our own brothers and invite them into Pan-Africanism. Let us stop breaking them. Pan-Africans are the one breaking other Africans never to become Pan-Africans. Never to stood up for Africa. They will make them fear. Make them feel fear. Never to enter into Pan-African organizations. I am telling you, I am the only Pan-African who will stand here and tell you these Africans. I am no more in the Pan-African organization. Do you know why? Ask them why. Why MAICA is not in the Pan-African organization of Africa. Why? Because I don't like corner stories. I like the truth. Ask all of them. why PANDI MAICA is not in the Pan-African Organization group in Africa. Why PANDI MAICA is not in the organization? Because I don't like, you are a Pan-Africa, you say you are fighting for Africa. When Africans want to join, you make them fear. You tell them that, look, you cannot do this. You make things difficult for them. Invite them, teach them. How do you do it? Were you born with Pan-Africanism? You learn it. And there are a lot of these Pan-Africans, they just wake up and call themselves Pan-Africans. None of them have a clean heart for Africa or for African youth. None of them. When I ask them, look, Nnamdi Kanu have been in prison for a very long time. And we all know, none of us in this organization, in Pan-African organization, none of us as Pan-Africans in Africa will say that you have not heard from Nnamdi Kanu, or you never heard the speeches of Nnamdi Kanu, or you never heard the actions of Nnamdi Kanu. All of us heard it. And all of us know him. And all of us know what he wants. But today he is being in prison. For no reason, for no tangible evidence from Nigerian government. Why are we Pan-Africans keeping quiet, watching Nnamdi Kanu to rot in jail for no reason? And we are happy, and we call ourselves Pan-Africans, but our fellow Pan-African, we cannot even free one of our fellow Pan-African who is being in prison. How can we free Africa? If we cannot free one African, how can we free Africans?